Greetings, everybody. This is Harmony speaking. The recording you're about to hear at this moment in time, which is April 10th, 2017, is a Monday at 9:56 p.m. Central Standard Time. I have no intention for this video or this, it's really a recording, to ever go public. It's not my intent. This is, I made a little short series for my private group called, Byron Storytelling Time, where I tell stories which are deadly accurate and true. So I'll just call this the Rambling Series, because now I'm going to ramble. That's how because I'm going to say something I'm not comfortable saying, and I don't know how to say it. I speak in many different ways, and I absolutely have no idea how I'm supposed to say this right now. But for some reason, I find it necessary. Number one is if there's no such thing as a coincidence. If you have too many coincidences, it's not a coincidence anymore. I don't mean coincidence after coincidence after coincidence after coincidence. I mean, come on, when you get to your third coincidence, it's no longer coincidence. But anyway, bottom line is Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. I've had from two separate independent people did not speak to each other, both tell me today, ask me about Archangel Michael. That happened today, Monday, April 10th. So, and they both said, one person kind of like, did you know him? The other person says, we need to call him. The bottom line of both the conversations I had was, we need to call upon Archangel Michael. So, it's not easy for me to say that. I don't know why. It's really bizarre. I have a very difficult time saying that. I think it's because of something that happened a little while ago. As someone who claimed to be Archangel Michael. And at the end of the day, of course, he wasn't. Because after all, what's Archangel Michael doing in physical form when he's, supposed to be flying around? I don't know. But then, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, I forgot. I explained that story. But anyway, moving right along. I'm already forgetting what I want to say. Basically, we had this little debate for a while back in the day, Skype days. We're hashed around the idea of the Mandela effect, and we were talking about what's really going on. And I'm sorry, my memory just got blocked. I'm hearing a loud message. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. Okay. Don't. Well, then what do you want me to talk about? Anyway, I guess we're having an argument right now. Um, Probably nothing. I'm being distracted. There's loud noises upstairs and stuff, and it's like, where's my dog to distract me? Tanner, where are you, Tanner? Oh, there you are. That's funny. Oh, don't tell the story. Don't tell. Why not? Getting a lot of resistance. They don't want me to tell the story. It's a story I told today. The message I'm getting over and over again is don't tell the story, don't tell the story. And I say why, and they say it's not true. They're like, don't tell the story, don't tell the story, it's not true. And then I question, where's that thought coming from? Is that thought coming from me? Or is it coming from directly from God's source creator? Is it coming from some other species? And the answer is it's coming from a lower realm, is the answer. Therefore, since it's coming from a lower realm, I'll tell the story, I think. Um, my experience with all beings who are not supposedly human has been negative. I have been in direct contact, as you know, with aliens and hybrids and this and that, and none of them have presented themselves to be very good, except for a few exceptions. They there are out there, but I have a lot of negative contact. Is is what I'm doing is I'm explaining my bias. So Harmony Byron has a bias, and the bias is that negative stuff that I've been in so deeply contact for such a long time, and I've seen their technologies and whatnot, and I don't like them because they're technology based. They're not spiritual based. and they've all hit a wall. And all the technology bases species have hit, and humans too, have, certain humans have hit a wall. You can only put it this way: the bottom line is, at the end of the day, you can only go so far with technology. Technology can only take you so far. And one day that technology stops and you hit a freaking wall. I don't care if you're eighth, ninth dimensional being, which is far beyond. But anyway, um, you hit a wall, and they need us because we, the people listening to this right now, are the spiritual beings. We come directly from true source God creator, or we come from another civilization that's benevolent. In my opinion, if you're listening to this, you've heard the call and you've chosen to come here for whatever reason. It's my opinion, if you are listening to me right now, you've answered the call and the cry to the universe, and you have volunteered. Yes, I hate to admit this, hate to say this, but on some level, somewhere, in some reality, somewhere, at some point in time in all existence, I believe you had some agreement to come here. Now, do you have 100% agreement? No. Is it 50%? I don't know. 30? Maybe. 10? There's this inkling of volunteering, is my personal opinion, and that's why you're here. And that is why you're listening to me. What, to what degree did you volunteer? I don't know. But I think you are a volunteer, and that's why you're listening. One of the things that we are concerned about, and we have a theory running, and it's been a long time debate, is there is a reality that is running from reality. There is a reality that is running from reality. Let me say that one more time, it's critical. There is a reality out there in existence that is being threatened, so therefore it is running and moving to another dimension and constantly creating other dimensions, is one thought. Is this true? I don't know. Does it exist? I don't know. But it seems to be a strong possibility, is why I'm talking about it. So I have to discuss this possibility with the inner group, because if you're listening to this right now, you are supposed to be in the inner group, and that's the only reason you're still listening to my rambling, because this is a very difficult topic to talk about. And it's now 10:04 p.m. Anyway, so is there a possibility that they have chosen us because of our true spiritual abilities and gifts, and we somehow got found out? Kind of like if you're running a secret surveillance operation and you want to find certain people, was there an organization that was looking for us? Basically, is the bottom line. You are one of the most powerful spiritual beings in all of creation. If you're listening to this right now, is it possible that there was a surveillance system to detect us, and we got detected before we knew who we are and before we woke up? And so they know more about us than we know about our own true selves. Is that a possibility? Yes. Does it exist on certain levels? Yes, it does. I know this for a fact. But that does exist, and it's true. Is it true for everybody? No. So, is it possible that we were chosen to move back and forth because number one, we would be able to handle the reality shifts and all the different dimensional changes and the time warping and all the bizarre stuff and all the Mandela effect stuff? It was deemed that we were moved back and forth, and you were chosen and you were acclimated to the situation. So when you would originally come here, you would hopefully know none the wiser and just continue living. That was the goal, for you not to notice and not to wake up. But you're listening to this because you did notice and you did wake up. So then it begs the question, are they using us to create reality? Do they mirror reality? And there are experts I know firsthand. I know for a fact, it's a fact. They can mirror reality. They can mirror everything. The vibrational frequencies, everything they can recreate. They are masters at recreating reality and mirroring reality. I have first hand knowledge. Proof positive, no ifs, no ands, no buts. There is a species in our midst. It's your neighbor, it's your workers, it's everybody. They mirror reality. And did they pick you up and dump you into their home world? And I believe they did. I believe they picked us up and brought them to their home world. And we are living in the home world. But a shitty home world. That's fucking dying planet. So why do they move us here? It seems like they move us around a lot, in my opinion. I think we're in one reality for a while, and then they move us to another reality, and then another reality. I think we're being constantly moved between realities, bottom line. The reason is because realities are failing. They're not functioning anymore and they're shutting down, so then they create a new one. When they create a new reality, they want to, it's kind of like when you have a computer that's going to shit. You want to copy the computer, you want all the good stuff, and you want to move it to another environment and get rid of all the bugs. And that's what they do. So when they pick us, they move us from one server to another server, and we're constantly moving from one server to another server to another server to another server, and that's what I mean by they're running from reality. The realities are crashing, the hard drives, whatever, and they're crashing, and then they got to start a whole new other reality, and then start from scratch, kind of, sort of again. But they use us because we have the ability. We store within us reality. We inside of each of us is the keys to the universe. Inside, if you're listening to me right now, inside, right now, inside, deep in your soul, you have the blueprint of all of reality. You have that blueprint, and they don't. And that's why they want us, because we have the blueprint. And when we simply by picking us up and putting us in this other reality, and just by opening our eyes and looking around, we are literally creating reality. It's known as the observer. We talk about the double slit experiment. It's a wave when no one's looking, and then it's a particle. The whole question, if there's a tree, was let me time out. Let's just move on. Oh my gosh, time out. So the thing is, are they picking us up and moving us into these new realities to help recreate it? And as you walk around reality, as you look, as you get in your car, as you go to work, as you pick up the phone, as you talk to people, because you are living in the computer world, we have what are known as the real players, and then NPCs with a non-person character. I'm sorry to use the video game analogy, but in this particular conversation, it's a good analogy. It's a parable. It's an analogy and a parable. I'm not saying we live in a computer, so I'm not going that far. What I'm doing is I'm trying to create a visualization in your mind, a place where you can go and try to understand what I'm talking about and visualizing stuff. I'm coming up with visualizations and parables. I'm telling a story. That's all. And we're talking about possibilities, and I'm not talking about facts all the time, a little while ago I did. But the thing is, this is something we have to explore and we have to consider. Are we helping create new realities over and over again? Are we helping the enemy? And that's why people like to say that what I'm doing in my work is evil and wrong. I get that all the time from old groups. But anyway, they accuse me of helping reality because we had this conversation, and their bottom line conclusion was, yes, we are. They're using us, and we're helping create reality. So then that begs the question. Okay, let's say they are. Let's say they are picking us up to help create, moving us from one hard drive to the next to help recreate reality. And when we look around, we create reality. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So your thought is reality. So just remember reality without any bad shit. Clear your mind of all the negative stuff that never existed. Hopefully you stop watching the news and paying attention to all the garbage, and you clear your mind and your thoughts, and you become this empty blank slate. It's like a canvas if you're an artist. You have this blank slate in front of you, and I want you to picture every moment at every time, constantly throughout the day, constantly. paint that blank canvas into a reality that you want it to be. Right now, for me, I'm picturing a huge forest. I love forests, and this beautiful river, and just beautiful forest scene. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what my canvas is. But later, maybe I want to be at the beach, and I'll pick a beach. I don't know. Just paint your canvas and create your reality, and be mindful of what you think about. And because I believe as we take each step, as we take each breath, we are manifesting reality and creating reality at every moment, at every moment. It's like a moment ago, oh, that's gone. A moment forward, oh, now we're here. And, you know, constantly be mindful of your thoughts. It's not an easy task. So, I'm being told I rambled on long enough. Who knows how long I talked for? It's now 10:12 p.m. Oh my gosh. I just had to get that out, I guess. My deepest, darkest fear is what that is. So I've just shared with you folks personally. Um, that's my deepest, darkest fear is, are we helping, create these new realities? And I went through that, and I spent many nights, sweating and deep turmoil and anguish over it. And at the end of the day, I came to the conclusion it doesn't matter where you are here. And if this is where you are, simply make it the best place you possibly can. So wherever you are, simply be who you are and shine. And wherever you are, because of how powerful you are, you control this reality and you create this reality. So it doesn't matter where you are here. And because you're here, well, just start changing reality because that's what you can do, kind of thing. So just wake up to who you are and start changing reality, I guess. Yeah. No, I don't guess. I know. And I'm preaching to the choir, by the way. If you listen to this, you know me. I'm far from perfect. I'm preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to myself right here. I need a good swift kick in the ass every now and then too. I'll tell you that, boy. Human nature, we all need a little kick in the ass sometimes. Wake up, quit crying, quit moaning, go off to school, little boy. It's like what did Shakespeare say? All the world is a stage, and all the men and women are nearly merely players. At first, he's the whining infant little screaming. Then he's the whining little boy going off to school. And I forgot how it goes, but the way it ends is classic. It goes until the last sound of recorded time. That's a weird concept. Until the last sound of recorded time. Reminds me of Jim Morrison. Turn out the lights. Turn out the lights. Well, the last one out. Please turn out the lights. Turn out the lights. Oh, Jim Morrison, another classic. Jim Morrison is like, have you lived a good life enough to base a movie on? Cracks me up. Oh my gosh, have you lived a good life enough to base a movie on? I don't know. Some people think it's all a game, and I do have firsthand knowledge. There's a species where this literally is all a game. I know another species where this is reality TV for them, and we're excellent TV. I've seen the cameras. They actually watch us on TV on other planets. Believe it or not, it's true. There's another species, that does this and that, and it's very it's an interesting world out there. I tell you that. And apparently they tell me I'm famous and I'm infamous. And the first time they told me I was infamous, I said, "Why am I infamous?" And the answer was, check this out. This is funny because infamous means you're famous in a bad way. In case you don't know what that word means, so when they said it's infamous, they told me you know, Byron, you're famous. I was like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. And then they let her go, you're infamous. I go, why do you say I'm infamous? Infamous. And they said, oh, I can't believe it. Check this out. They said, because, and this is not a human, they look human, but this was not a human who said this. So the person said, because in this place, infamous, in this place, you are famous. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, I can't believe that. In this place, you're famous. Oh, I'm going to end it with that. I think that was a good ramble. That was a good ramble. God bless. Peace. Good night.